staying low.
Now we're in the middle of the bowl. Gonna take a little break and get some water because there is some kind of a neat area right here. We went where the people are down there. We came through that gateway, Jurassic Park opening. We hugged the cliff along there we went to our right at the time. Then we figured our way through the boulders into here, snuck through the marsh, and now we're about to take a break and get some water. And then when we get up to there, there's still a long ways to go. It's worth the challenge. We're near the top of the bowl. Take a little break, which is a super good idea. It looks like some smoke's rolling in from fires in Canada, I guess, but it's not bad. Can't even smell it. We're just under 12,000. When we get to that ridge, we'll be at 12, and then we'll have a pretty good run at it if we can find that glacier field. That's what I call them. And way in the distance, like we can see Cloud Peak right there. So, been at this a while. We did find a lot of good routes up without a whole lot of boulder scramble. We basically followed the water and the grass and avoided a lot of boulders. As usual, there wasn't a whole lot of filming going on when it got tough down there, but we skipped a lot of the tough because, just advice to the beginners, when you're in that bowl, you want to kind of go up the middle of it, follow the grass when you can. When you get up about halfway, you got to look for the grass to the right, and then when you get up a little ways there, you got to kind of veer to the left, and then if you do that, you'll hopefully find your way into this area. I call it a glacier field, and the reason it's a good place to get to is you're not over there climbing up in boulders, or over there in even worse boulders. You're in here walking on this. So that's advice to anybody that's going to try Cloud Peak. I hope I described that right so I can save you some boulder scramble. Still climbing, and more advice for beginners. When you think you've gained the ridge, you haven't. Because a long time ago I talked about gaining the ridge. I was down there. But if you can gain the ridge in the right spot, that ridge, and follow this grassy area up, stay to this snowfield, I think is always here. Stay right close to it, and then you got to veer away from it to get to where we're standing right now. Over there's too much boulders, over there's too much boulders, and this is the ridge we're trying to gain, right here. And when we get up to this, when we do gain this ridge, we'll see our destination, which is Cloud Peak. Okay, we're about to gain this ridge. And another advice to beginners, see that stack of rocks? It's called a cairn. You keep looking forward. People who have been here will help you get there. Also, right here's a monumental spot in your journey, because right up there is where we're going to be here in a little bit. We're going to summit Cloud Peak. And if you come this way, you get into these glacier fields, and your hiking is so much easier than staying in the boulders. Over there, we're going to get into boulders because that's the beginning of the saddle. But we're going to go left here a little and follow easy walk, and then we're going to go into the saddle and go across, and then we're going to summit this thing. Way down there's where we got water. That lake over there is Lake Solitude. The one little one way over that way.
Oh, yeah.
And this one here
Marion?
is, let's see, what is it?
Is that Marion or is it
Misty
Helen?
Moon, or Marion, or Helen, I'm not sure. We're seeing a long ways here. All right, we're going to Cloud Peak. Oops, better get my finger out of the way. Right now we're trying to get up on the top of the saddle. We're kind of finding a pretty good route. A little bit of boulder scrambling. Over there's Bomber Mountain. I believe the plane crashed right in between those two peaks there. I've been on top of that one too, and so is Sunny. And now she's going to go up here and help me find the saddle. And then we always think of the Aerosmith song when we get there. You can see it right through there, Tammy, if you look. See the glacier field right there?
Yeah.
That's where we're heading. But we gotta go up and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta climb this thing and then go in through there, and then we gotta find our way to the top. There's Cloud Peak. We are sitting at the beginning of the, well, and there's the saddle. We got to cross that and go up to the top of that ridge. We are sitting in the beginning of the saddle, and we just went through a pretty good boulder scramble. Not much video on when you're doing the tough boulder scrambles, but that's the way it is. Climbing stuff like that kind of takes your concentration. So now we're taking a little break. Over my shoulder is Bomber Mountain. Behind me is a cliff that drops off about who knows how many 100 feet. And we're tired, but I think we're so far in we're probably going to end up at the summit. Next thing we're going to do after this break is go across that saddle and find our way up. There's several ways up, but some are easier than others. It's been a good journey. We found a lot of nice routes to avoid the boulders. And we found some boulders here on the way to the summit.